Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. You catch me flirting up currently up the M18 en route to the North Yorkshire Moors for a last minute overnighter. I've got a nice little route planned all around the moors, and then a hotel booked overlooking Robin Hood's Bay, just below Whitby. The weather is looking amazing for the next couple of days, so I thought, sod it. I'm on the bike, fully loaded, all the bells and whistles as usual. To use the words of my good friend TMF, stick around and stay tuned if you want to see how I get on. Roll that intro. Oh great, you stuck around. The intro didn't scare you away. Well, welcome. We are now off the motorway, and we're actually headed to a place called Beverley to start. That was the start of my route in the East Riding of Yorkshire. So basically an hour on motorway, and then just onto normal roads. So obviously we don't ever want to be on the motorway, do we? Welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before, my name's Richie Vida, and I make loads of videos, mainly on this beauty, my beloved VFR 800. I love going to places I've never been. I put a thing out on the, I only thought about doing this last night. I put a thing out on the Wild Bad Facebook last night saying, right folks, I'm planning an overnighter tomorrow morning, just for the night. I'm back Friday. Question is, where do I go? Where do I head? I just needed some inspiration because I didn't want to go anywhere that I'd been before, and I also didn't want to. Thank you for all your suggestions, by the way. But I also didn't want to make it too hard. You know, I was getting loads of suggestions for Devon or for Scotland, and as you may or may not know, I'm right in the heart of the country in Derbyshire, and I didn't want to, just break my back to get somewhere for the sake of going somewhere, and then just basically spend 2 days on the motorway. So we've decided on North Yorkshire Moors, and within I've planned like a 5-hour route. A 4-hour route. Let's take off the hour on the motorway. A 4-hour route all around the moors, and then ending up in Robin Hood's Bay, in a nice hotel, Robin Hood's Bay, on the east coast. You know, I like my sunrises, so I know we've got super weather for the next couple of days, so I'm hoping to be able to get up and film, or at least take a few photos of the sunrise again in the morning. But yeah, never been here before, as far as I know. It's not familiar at all. And the only bit of the route that I've taken from somewhere is this Beverley to Malton section, and it's from that Bikers Britain book. Do you know, I've done loads of those routes over the years. It's quite an old book. I've done loads of those routes, and it's never let me down. It's always produced some fantastic riding. I guess that's what the book will make for. So yeah, the route, my first port of call was Beverley from home. So that's where we're going to be in 7 miles, 10 minutes. And that's when the official route will start. And then all I've done from that, I've just chucked in a couple of other POIs or suggestions what other people made, and made a route out of it. So I'm doing like a big loop of the moors, and then ending up over in Robin Hood's Bay. And then of course I've got tomorrow to do whatever, and on my Todd as well, so I ain't got to put up listening to Laurel or Hardy. For those that keep asking about Egon's whereabouts, don't worry, everything's fine. He's just been preoccupied for a while. He'll be back in the team very, very shortly. But yeah, in the meantime, I've been having to put up with Gaz, and Jesus, trust me, it's like watching paint dry, listening to him. drone on, just drivel like. I'm armed with all the cameras. I've got the Hero 4 black on my chops, the Hero 5 black pointing at me, and I've got the Hero 7 black, as well as to do some hoping. I've got the suction cup, so I'm hoping to do some like fairing shots and just different angles that I don't normally do. I've got the Drift Ghost 4K on the back as a rear facer. Whether I use that or not, I don't know. I was saying this to someone the other day. As you know, I've been a drift user for a long time. Then I made the transition to GoPro about a year ago, whatever. Because the quality of GoPro is second to none. It's perfect. So I've not turned me back on drift. They've been my workhorse for a long time. But I'm just so disappointed with the 4K. It's not at all stable in terms of reliability, and the stability, the digital stability, is no good at all for the helmet. It's just not. It's too jerky. It like snatches. So it's just makes you feel nauseous looking at it. But with that said, I found a strong point for it, and that's in a static position, because the image is lovely. The image is really lovely, and when the camera is still, not on your helmet where you're moving it like this, but when it's still, the stabilised footage is beautiful. So put it on my top box as a rear facer, and all it's got to do then is take out the vibrations of the top box, which it does fantastically. In fact, I noticed something the other day. I'd set it all up to go out, and then stupidly I did a firmware update on it, and then forgot to check all the settings. Obviously it reset all the settings, so there was no stability on it at all, and it was terrible on the top box, absolutely terrible. But even to the point that I didn't use it. I just deleted the whole day of footage because it was rubbish. But then, for those of you that saw our Wild Atlantic Way series, I use it quite a lot as a rear facing camera, and it's perfect. It's so good. So that to me is its strong point. Whether it's like fixed to the front of the bike, pointed forward or back, that's its strong point. This is nice. So yeah, I want to use it. I want to use it as much as I possibly can. Gaz has just had his bike all refreshed. It's been in a garage for about a month, probably a bit more. The fella who's had it has made such a beautiful job of it. I have got my beauty booked in with him as well in a couple of weeks, and he can have it however long he needs it to bring her back to spot on for me. You can tell someone's passion in the voice and just how they go about the business. You can just read it off him straight away. And he was showing us around his unit, and he's got tons of bikes in there, and most of which he's been working on for years. Customers have brought them back to him over the years, and that's lovely. That must be nice for him as well, when you've got you've got a bike there that he'd been looking after since '97 every year. That must be really lovely for him. His name's Steve Scott Motorcycles, and it's in Mansfield, Derbyshire. Is Mansfield classed as Derbyshire, or is Mansfield classed as Nottinghamshire? There's one for you. I pull up and take my ears out. I always wear my ears for the motorway, but I don't like to wear them for normal riding. I'll pull up here in a second, and I'll pull up over the other side. Nothing behind me. Good morning. Mega. Oops. It's going to turn off for a minute actually. Just have a sec. What a gorgeous morning. Super comfy these are. Just got the little filters in. You really can't tell they're in. It's so comfy when you're thinking. See what I mean, folks? It's a lovely, clean image on the Drift 4K. Let's see if she behaves. You cannot beat getting on a loaded bike and going out into a strange land. Let's go. Thank you for joining me, folks. You are all very welcome. Oh, do us a favour, will you, and just do this for me as well. Just to forewarn you, there's a bit of smoke coming. There's a bit of a bang coming. Ready? That's it. Now let's get rid of that smoke. Oh, yeah, just do that for me, will you, folks? It'll mean a lot, and it helps me continue to grow. I had a telling off from someone that said it made him jump. So sorry about that. A164. Yeah, this is the beginning of the route. I've got wheels on that bad boy. Sounded nice under there. I always get comments on the sound of this bike as well, and for those of you that want to know, or for those of you that even care, it's got stain tunes on, Australian stain tune exhaust. How many miles have we done now then? Let's have a look. Just let me get over this. 84,741 miles. I've done about 70 of those, I think. 70,000 of those, something like that. Beautiful birds tweeting. You can't beat springtime, can you? You cannot beat springtime. B1248, that's the one I want. So this route was in the book, the B1248. Let's have a look why, shall we? 12 degrees. So we've got nice crisp air and a warm sun. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. I'll drop lucky again with this weather, aren't I? Hope you enjoyed the Toro adventure videos. Booked again already. Not until October, but I'm going out to do I think he calls it the cowboy tour, so he takes you to all the locations for the spaghetti western movies over in like the Sierra Nevadas. So I'm right looking forward to that. Actually, it's going to be a busy time of the year then. We've got a family holiday end of September for a week. Get home on the Friday, the Saturday to prepare the bike ready for the Wild Bad Pecos trip on the Sunday. Get home from the Pecos for a couple of days and then go off to Toro again for a week. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Absolute beauty. Go on, flashing. I need some fuel. Right, what am I on now mileage wise? Let's say 80. Started flashing at 80 and I know it'll do 30 miles at least. And when we came down the Skyline Drive in North Carolina, whoo, at night, pitch black, flashing for 30 miles, never been so scared in all my life. And then to find out that this black bear's wandering up there and all, oh dear. You're a little bit scared. How close is to that lorry? What are you doing? Why do you need to be that close to it? That lorry had to brake. What are you doing? Oh dear. I'm in the bloody sticks here, folks, and my fuel is flashing. So it still makes you panic a bit, doesn't it? Scenic drive. Oh, that's a bloody good shot, isn't it? Scenic drive sign, that's what you want. I'm not pushing the bike because I don't want to use more fuel than I have to. It's almost 10 miles down already on flashing. 10 miles to Malton, so I'll get to there and then figure out where the fuel station is. It's a lovely road this is. B1248 from Beverley to Malton. Well folks, we made it to the petrol station. We did about 20 miles on flashing there. Twitching a little bit because we are in the Yorkshire Moors and in the middle of nowhere, so it was like, is there going to be one? Yeah. No, is there going to be one? Right, let's carry on this dang route. What on earth is going off here? This is a bit of a strange old junction. What's that kid doing? Weird. Needs repainting, this does. Can't tell what's going off. I'm going straight anyway. If you're a new driver, you won't have a clue what to do here, would you? As you can see, it's causing grief for traffic. Must be a nightmare for the village. Helmsley, yeah, that's where I'm heading now. Helmsley, 8 miles away. Beautiful! Lovely up here. Pull straight in there. This is more like it. Cool. Awesome road. Very, very cool. What a road this is. And what a bloody backdrop. Can I park up somewhere here? Check this out, folks. I don't know if you've ever heard of one of these. It's called a Thunderfoot. You know your side stand puck? It's down there, look, hang on. See how soft it is. You go camping and stuff, you get your puck. But the thing with normal pucks is, when you go to leave, you got to pick your bike, the weight off your puck, and then you've got to struggle to get your puck. As this, you put the bike on it. There we go. So you drop your bike on it. So you've got a nice big fat footprint. You see this? This is where the magic comes in, look. So then when you go to pick it up, take your thing up, pick that up. Oh, dear me. What a spot this is. Not bad, folks. Not bad, eh? Yeah, folks. So, look. What do you normally do? You struggle, don't you? So now, grab this, pick your stand up. There you go. There's your puck. That, I think, is genius. Chuck it straight back in your top box, tank bag, I mean, and you're bloody well good to go. That should be the pub I was looking at, just a bit further down there. I would love to get the drone up, but it is super windy. If this pub up here is serving food, I shall have my dinner. Looks like they are doing. I was going to stay here, but can you park right in front there? Or is that just parking for the house? Yeah. Hello. Hi, very well, how are you? Good. Well, I've just had some lovely fish and chips in there, and this is a place that was recommended to me by Mark. It was very nice in there, mate. Cracking food. Right, we're gonna go down to Gothland now. Do you know, there's nothing better. I've never been in there before ever. Just sat there eating my dinner, finish up, come outside, and you're on your own steam, and the bike's just sat there waiting to go. Oh, something very special about it. Just coming out and getting lost on your bike. Fantastic. Fan-fricking-tastic. What a day for it. What a day for it. But bloody well windy. I probably won't even get a chance to get the drone out at all if it's like this. It's going to be an early finish today, you know. Almost got this road to myself. Okay, so this is twice I've used this now on this trip when I'm not even camping. I think this is going to be an integral part of my top tank bag. Brilliant. Brilliant, that is. I love it. Mr. Thunderfoot, you, sir, are a genius. Fantastic. And bloody-tastic. Sometimes some more photos, I think. Tell you something, this camera has been one hell of a workhorse, because you know, it were in there all the way across America, and it doesn't half get battered. It's a tool. I'm not treating it with kid gloves. I do look after it, don't get me wrong, but it's a tool at the end of the day, innit? Cracking little photo stop location. I'm loving this puck. Oh, makes life so much easier. I got an email off the guy who made them asking me if I would mind trying them out. I said, well, we do use pucks quite regularly for camping and stuff, and I think it's a brilliant idea. So twice I've had to use it, and as easy as that, I would recommend that all day long. What a lovely little sleepy village. This is Ghostland, where they filmed Heartbeat. What a lovely bloody backdrop this is, eh? Stunning, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's a big fire or something up there. See it up in the distance? In the distance. What's that? Not the big building, but the fire looks quite rough, that does. Go on then, folks. What on earth is that? Very strange. Here's the garage from the TV show, look. Could ride around these roads all day long, couldn't you? Ooh! That was a steep one. That's not the land, is it? I think that's a land on fire, folks. Let's have a look with the big camera. Hang on a minute. This one will be able to zoom in, you see. It looks like it's the land on fire, that. Oh shit. It looks like the land on fire. I'm going to enjoy a few beers tonight and figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. Sure, I'll come up with some kind of daft plan. It is very, very, very nice to be away. For those that keep asking about the Road 5s, we're all wearing them at Wildbed now. Me, Gaz and Egon. We're all wearing Road 5s. They're the best. They suit the VFR perfectly. I'll have to tot up how many miles mine have done now, and we'll have a look later. Well, we're in Whitby, folks. Whitby. Oh, we will be very shortly. Yeah, I filled up in this petrol station before me and Egon came. Oh, me, Egon and Gaz actually. And we met that Brian for a ride. How do, Brian? If you're still watching, my friend. Hope you're alright. Hope everything's cool. Wonder, have you still got that BM? This is Whitby, folks. Cracking little place and all it is, actually. Really good. Dead busy all the time. So, 4:15 is my check-in time. So between 4 and 5. What a fantastic day. Just mooching about. I've loved it. I have loved it. What I'm going to enjoy even more is a few beers tonight. With the setting sun, oh, I might even treat myself to a Vino Tinto. We're out of Whitby, and now we're heading to Robin Hood's Bay. Never been to Robin Hood's Bay before? 8 minutes to destination. Yeah, hotel should be right on the coast, on the top of a cliff. Robin Hood's Bay, 3 miles. It says it's been 12 degrees all day. 20, well, about between 10 and 12 all day long. Oh, look! Oh, I hope that hotel's up there on top. Wow! Oh no, it's actually this side. Hotel is. Gotta get a quick one of that. Oh, lovely time to arrive as well. End of this road, it says. Victoria Hotel, we are. Robin Hood's Bay, we are here. Now just to find a hotel. Victoria Hotel, there it is. How do we get behind there then? Cracking view though, folks, eh? Well, I thought I'd come to Robin Hood's Bay, because I've never been before. As you can see, it's very, very busy. There's nothing here unless I'm in the wrong place. It's deserted. Hold on, I can hear something down here. Might be a boozer or something down here, but at the moment I'm thinking I've dropped a bit of a clanger. I'll report back and let you know what happens. At this moment in time, nothing much. Well, I really don't know what you can see, but because of the failing light, there might not be much going off, but how cool is this? Look at this. Apologies if the picture's all grainy, but there really is not much light at all. So the ISO will be having to boost itself to show you what's going on. But this is lovely. I reckon if I get down here with the DSLR in the morning with the tripod, I should be able to get some super sunrise, because the sunrise is there. So that should be doable. It's very cool down here. Seems like there's a boozer just up here, so I'm going to go and try that one. See if that's any good. Again, don't know what you can see, but it's pretty dark, but I want to show you how cool this little street is. It's properly steep. I'm going to try this little boozer now. I'm going to need some food. It's very quiet.
Ooh, camel toe. You could see the outline of her bean. That was loose. To be fair, Steve, there was worse film than that.
Folks, it's been nearly 10 years since I saw this man. Randomly, I walked into this pub and he's in here. What are the chances? Absolute pleasure, my friend.
And you, mate.
Let's get some beers down us.